could do other things. We could take it really out of the box, eh? And I love the way this looks because I'm super into organic shapes. Geometric shapes have rules. Organic shapes don't. They're all irregular. They're all special and unique and usually related to organic materials, normally, like pear-shaped, hand-shaped. Okay, so now I have these. You may wanna do another one. I don't know. You just use this. Take it for what you will. And now my lines are going to be involved in really different kinds of spaces and lots of smaller areas, okay? So I can't wait to see what happens when you fill your hand or hands with all of your amazing, beautiful lines, okay? Remember, this is not a project-oriented art lesson, so I'm not going to show you a finished product. I know what you made is special to you, okay, because you made it. And if you want to share that with us, hashtag capital letters unboxed, okay? And put it up there on the group so we can see what you've done. You can work with color pencils on the background. You can also write, if you're into writing, which is an art form too, in the background space, the negative, okay, or anywhere, but let's say I have the one hand and the background. You can use that background space, the negative space, to write how you are like these lines. How are you like a straight line? How are you like or unlike a wavy line? What about zigzags? You know, so just identify yourself, the creator, with these different attributes, okay, different characteristics, because we have zigzag, you know. I want you to just identify with that, okay? That's identify who you are related to those different kinds of lines that you just drew. And you can write it down in journal form as a background. That's my suggestion, okay? All right. So I hope you had fun with that super simple exercise that hopefully just gave you some time to get into lines. Lines create shapes when they're closed, and forms when shapes are connecting. So our next project is going to be Tree of Life, and I would like for you to gather these materials. This is a recycled sculpture project, Tree of Life. Pizza, a kind of, let's see, frozen food. This is my daughter's keto pizza. Any kind of thin tag board, okay, is perfect for the base of Tree of Life. We're gonna need a piece of tag board. I want you to collect a few too. Cereal boxes are perfect for building some of the sculptures that we're gonna get into. So flatten a few cereal boxes if you eat cereal, and out of boxes, and put them to the side for one of these projects. Also, any kind of food, usually food or not, container. This is tag board, and it's thicker than paper. Now, sometimes it'll have a waxy surface. Ignore that, okay? You usually want to work on the textured, toothy surface, which is more paper, okay? So this piece that I want you to gather for Tree of Life needs to be no bigger than 9 inches by 9 inches, okay? So use that ruler or eyeball it and cut it down to about 9 inches, okay? And let's see, also you can gather, okay, so here's mine, some different cardboards that are corrugated. Anybody have any of these laying around? I've got a few. Guilty. So some of them are also tag board. This box, you need a cardboard box because you need some cardboard, and this is corrugated material. Okay, and so it's got that super cool texture inside that we can work with. Okay, these are the kind of edges we need. See, unboxed. All right, it's not about the box, it's about what we can find and get creative with. Seeing more. There's more to this life thing. There's more to it. More to this art thing. So these kinds of materials, that's what you'll need for next session, okay? Tree of Life. Let's see. I'm gonna get it started for you right now. I'm gonna get it started. Also, masking tape is awesome. This is the thick, the thinner. Get you some if you can. If not, let me know, okay? And tacky glue. Any kind of thick white craft glue is wonderful for this. If you have school glue around, Elmer's glue, fine. That's why I've given you the string, okay? So, and some of you have these things at home and some don't, so I'm just not sure. But tacky glue, clear white, it's awesome, all right? And it's just thicker, that's all. So whatever thick white glue you have, let's get that out. We'll need your string. We will need the cardboards. And for later, because this is an independent project. Tree of Life is an independent work, so I'll get you started, okay? We'll need our little tiles that are geological. They're earth tiles. They have prints on them. You'll need your foliage for this one. And your... I would possibly use my container for glue. Okay. The sponge for glue. If you want, you might want to use a brush. How about, I'm probably going to use a larger, let's see. Any stiff kind of a brush that is not important to you. If you don't have one, it's all right. You don't have to have a brush for this. What could you use instead of a brush to apply the thick glue? Ooh, how about a little piece of board? So any of the tag board, you can apply the glue with one of these. Swipe, okay? So that works as well. We're going to build a three-dimensional tree out of the cardboard, okay? And we're gonna be working with form, texture, twisting, wrapping. This is an active situation, okay? Experience. So I'm gonna get my glue and I'm gonna put some in this little tin. Some of my glue in there. Now with sculpture, we don't need to rush it. It's just take your time, because with anything that's glued has to dry and before it holds its form, okay? So be patient with it. Be patient with yourself. Okay, don't worry about a thing. Just also we're going to work small. So your base should be 9 inches or less. Okay, because our sculpture is only going to be 10 inches tall, 12 inches max. Really, it's not going to be very big, because the bigger a form gets, the more wobbly and off balance it can get. This is a sculpture in the round, so you'll be able to see that tree form from all angles. And we're using recycled materials and neutral colors, neutral, natural. These pieces of board that I've started to tear, all these neutral naturals. I'm gonna now tear off one of the surfaces. When you tear off the surface of corrugated board, it becomes really thin. And